Struggling with blood sugar levels, ready to shed those extra pounds effortlessly? Look no further. Sugar Defender, the #1 rated blood sugar formula, is here to transform your health and help you achieve your wellness goals. Click the link in the video description to get started with Sugar Defender today.
America's Most Wanted host John Walsh has slammed Joe Biden for dropping the ball on child trafficking by leaving the southern border open. The famed TV presenter, 78, blamed the president for allowing hundreds of thousands of people to enter the country illegally since coming to power in 2021. He said it has led to child smuggling drug cartels raking in $10 million a week. Walsh warned that the White House better do something fast as Americans are sick of it. It comes as immigration is set to be one of the key issues at the first presidential debate tonight between Biden and his Republican rival Donald Trump. Speaking exclusively to our channel at the Critics' Choice Real TV Awards in Los Angeles, Walsh said that border should have been shut down 3.5 years ago. 10 million illegal people have come across that border, and Homeland Security even admitted they pushed across 76,000 unaccompanied minors. It's a nightmare. The White House better do something. They better do something fast. It is not clear if and when the Department of Homeland Security, led by Alejandro Mayorkas, admitted it had allowed 76,000 unaccompanied minors into the country, as claimed by Walsh. But a New York Times investigation last year found that 250,000 unaccompanied children had entered the United States in the previous 2 years. Data obtained by the Times showed that the Department of Health and Human Services had lost contact with 85,000 migrant children living with sponsors in the U.S. In November last year, it was reported that there were 62,000 cases involving unaccompanied minors pending before U.S. immigration courts. Trump, 78, has repeatedly bashed his Democratic opponent for what he describes as Biden migrant crime. The presumptive Republican nominee already made migration a central plank of his campaign when he defeated Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election. Meanwhile, the incumbent president, 81, issued new asylum restrictions earlier this month, which would close much of the border. Biden also announced a program to make it easier for illegal immigrants who are married to U.S. citizens to apply for residency. Asked if he had addressed the immigration with the Biden administration, Walsh said, many times. No response. That's the problem. This is not a political issue. This is about children being smuggled into the United States to be trafficked by horrible gangs brought here by cartels that are making $10 million a week. The Sinaloa cartel is ruthless. They bring them across the border, and MS-13 and those Venezuelan gangs, they grab these kids and they're gone. Parents will never see them again. It has to change. I think the American public is sick of it, and we're saddling back up. Measuring the impact of the debate with an expert, Southern Illinois University Associate Professor of Political Science, Ken Mulligan, told our channel the election is effectively tied. It's closer than any presidential election in decades. However, he believes that Trump now has the momentum and advantage. He believes that although presidential debates usually don't have a huge impact on election results, this one could affect voter turnout, as Biden and Trump both are historically unpopular. And while Trump is still the most unpredictable candidate ever, Mulligan thinks that Thursday night's debate could feature fewer personal attacks than past bouts. Trump is now a convicted felon, he added. But I don't see that as necessarily being a huge problem for him, because most Republicans think these charges were politically motivated. Walsh also said he believes that Trump would do a better job on the border if he wins in November. Just look at what he did for 4 years and look at what Biden has done for 3.5 years, he said. We're not political. I'm a registered independent. I've been through 5 presidents. This White House has dropped the ball big time. Everybody knows it. People are afraid to talk about it. Other people aren't. Walsh was at the Critics' Choice Real TV Awards to receive a Career Achievement Award. He returned to co-host America's Most Wanted with his son Callahan on Fox earlier this year. Walsh became involved in anti-crime activism after his 6-year-old son Adam was kidnapped at a department store and murdered in Hollywood, Florida, in 1981. The first 2024 presidential debate.